I've been a Sonic fan for quite a long time now, and I probably haven't made that very clear on my current channel. Well, if you ignore the speed build and the stream reaction. But if you go over to my old channel, DG46, you will see a lot of Sonic content. So I want to start on this channel as well, starting with an Iceberg video. And I've actually wanted to do one of these for quite a while now, but there aren't a lot of franchises out there that I'm really passionate about. Except for Sonic, I actually know a few things here and there. I'm probably not going to do a life system that shows my level of understanding of a certain entry, like some other YouTubers have done in the past, because that's way too much editing for me. But with that out of the way, let's start at the tip of the iceberg. Sonic Xtreme. Sonic Xtreme was intended to be the first fully 3D Sonic game. The game started development in 1994 and was planned to release for the Sega Saturn, although due to complications during its development, it was eventually scrapped in 1996. However, there still remains some footage of the original game, and a playable build released in 2015. Dr. Kintobor. From what I know, there was a Sonic Bible released early in the franchise's history, which basically highlights Sonic's backstory. This Bible includes a character called Dr. Ovi Kintobor, who works with, as he's called in this comic, Sonny, and is later turned into Dr. Robotnik in a lab accident. Director's cut differences. Now, this is what I'm not sure about. Obviously I know what it's referencing, but it still confuses me to this day how many textures they changed for the Sonic Adventure Director's Cut port. The barrel. The barrel is one of the most infamous items in Sonic history, and for good reason. Not too far into Sonic 3's Carnival Night Zone Act 1, you can find a barrel which uses up and down to be controlled. This came as a surprise to a lot of Sonic fans, as up until now, nothing in the series has used this control scheme. This was way more of an issue than it would be today, as Sonic forums didn't really exist back then. It actually got to a point where Sega had to announce how to use the barrel, as many people hadn't beat the game since it came out. Unused Goggles. Unused Goggles refers to an item cut from Sonic 1. The item in question is a pair of goggles that Sonic could wear, presumably to breathe underwater. Okay, we're about 2 minutes and a bit into the video, and I just want to clear some things up. I'm going to skip out a few of these, mainly because either they're pretty self-explanatory, or I have no idea what they're talking about. Like, Sonic 3 Leftovers is probably referring to the unused surfboard opening cutscene, and I have no idea what the secretary menu means, so I think it's time to go a layer down. The Sky Chase Dragon. In Sonic Adventure 1, once Eggman launches his egg carrier, you and Tails jump on the tornado and play Sky Chase Act 1. This level mainly consists of you shooting or dodging objects, with the egg carrier finally taking you down at the end. However, this isn't how it was always supposed to play out. Originally, there was going to be a dragon mini-boss fight, coloured red in Act 1 and blue in Act 2, though it was removed for, you guessed it, hardware limitations. Sonic Crackers. Sonic Crackers was a small tech demo featuring Sonic and Tails holding onto two rings connected by a weird rope. This idea went on to be the core game mechanic for Knuckles Chaotix for the Sega 32X. R2. R2 refers to an unused level in Sonic CD. When examining the game files, there is a clear jump between R1 and R3, with no R2 in the middle. However, we do have some sprite sheets left over, and some fans have created custom versions of the levels. Removed Cowgirl. In the original 1998 Japanese release of Sonic Adventure, in the Casinoopolis stage, you can find this massive neon cowgirl sitting here. And I think this object was removed for, obvious reasons. Pingas. You really want me to explain Pingas to you? Well, I'm not doing that. On to the next one. Michael Jackson worked on Sonic 3. Now, I'd say this is a pretty well-known one, even if you're not a Sonic fan, so I'm not going to get too deep into it. But basically, some composers on the Sonic 3 team claim that Michael Jackson worked on the soundtrack, and you can kind of hear that in some of the songs in Sonic 3. And this theory has a lot more merit now, as it's been discovered that there were other Sonic 3 songs planned to appear originally, before Michael Jackson apparently signed on. Sonic's real name is Maurice. In issue 0 of the Sonic Archie comics, it's revealed that Sonic's middle name is Maurice. Now, I'm not sure if it was completely confirmed in any issues of the Archie comics, but I do know that his name was supposed to be Ogilvy Maurice Hedgehog. The movie redesign was a publicity stunt. Now, honestly, this theory had a lot more merit to it before the actual Sonic movie came out, and it kinda made sense considering the sheer amount of backlash the original trailer got back in 2019. Although, this does kinda fall flat on its face now that we know that the original life-size models used for the movie were the original designs, and also the fact that the FX studio working on the Sonic movie went out of business. The Tails doll curse. Now, this may come as a pretty big surprise to you guys, but I was never really that into the whole Tails doll thing. Now, obviously, I knew the basics, like it's a character that you can play in Sonic R, but I only really researched him right now, actually, and found out that the creepypasta was made by someone called Rebecca G. And I went onto the questions section of Google and found, and I quote, "How does Tails doll kill you? Once summoned, the Tails doll will kill your friends and family, kill you, turn you into a doll, or turn your family into dolls." This guy is one evil son of a bitch. Madonna. Now, there isn't really a lot to say here. Basically, in the early days of Sonic's creation, Sonic was in a band and he had a girlfriend called Madonna. That's it. Stolen display copy of Sonic 2. Now, this one refers to the Simon Y prototype of Sonic 2, which is just a very early beta of the game. Yuji Naka later claimed in an IGN interview that the Simon Y prototype was stolen from a toy fair in New York in 1992. These software pirates mass-produced the stolen copy and distributed it on unlicensed Mega Drive consoles across Asia and South America. Well, that's all I can be bothered to do for now. See ya! I'm just kidding, I'm making a part 2, because that means more uploads.